Good evening, Facebook land. We got to let some time build up, get some viewership in here. But Joe, what's going on, buddy?
How you doing?
Dude, I'm LIVIM, but looks like you're living the better life, man.
I'm sitting in grid at Road America. How much better can it get?
Oh, dude, how's the road course?
Fast and I'm not gonna lie, a little bit scary. That track will bite you.
Have you ever ran there?
No, first time ever.
Dude, that's incredible, man. That's awesome, dude. So, how's the weekend been going so far?
Weekend's been going pretty good. The car's doing great. Weather's been cooperating, and everybody seems to have kept the shiny side up. So that's a good thing.
Definitely good, man, dude. The CFC, dude, that friggin' '98 Camaro's been putting in the work, man.
It's a champ. In fact, probably I don't know, a minute from now we're going to be running the course. So I'll flip my camera.
Nice, dude. That's cool. So tonight we're gonna talk Camaro Fest, and what we've got in store is kind of a preview. And what better way to preview Camaro Fest than you tearing it up at Road America in the '98,
Hey, that's what we're about, right?
dude? I mean, at the end of the day, these cars were built to be driven. We might as well be driving them. So, is this how are you feeling now that you've gotten a couple events under your belt and comparing, the 25-year-old technology of a fourth gen? Well, actually, more than that, it's like we're looking 32-year-old technology of a fourth gen compared to that ZLE, man.
You know, it's really hard to compare them. I'm just being honest. There's a huge difference in how they handle, and at this point, I still think the ZL1 kind of has the edge as far as just performance, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
like you said, it's a brand new chassis. They got that thing dialed in. It's stiff, but this is raw. I mean, this is just fun.
So before you get ready to go out there, how's this autocross track feel?
This track here, it's tight. It's a go-kart track, and it's just you'll see it's wild. It's kind of funny to be out here in a full-size car.
I just saw Jason Rawlston out of the corner of the view there, man. All right, we'll shut up for a little bit and let Joe get after it, man.
Yeah, hopefully I don't make a fool of myself.
Dude, make it happen, bro.
There you go.
Dude, that thing just screams awesome. What was that time coming off there?
Not every day you get to live stream an autocross lap.
I know, dude, that's cool. Heck yeah, man. All right, I'm going to go ahead and present this slide deck that we've got.
Yeah, do it.
All right, let's go right here. Boom, we've got this thing up, man. So the big thing we wanted to talk tonight is kind of what we've got in store for Camaro Fest this year, man. And we've got a lot of really neat stuff we're excited about. Talk with autocross. We're going to talk the road to HPDE and a few other things, man. But we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to run this thing 3 qualifying sessions. You've got your Friday AM, PM, and Saturday AM. Top 3 cars from each class are going to be qualified for the shootout. And the drivers all sessions. If you qualify in the first session, then the next car down in the second session is going to be able to get that shootout spot. But you can run as much as you want. We don't want to limit seat time for this. So if you want to race every session, by all means, race every session. Our goal is to see people get 20 plus runs over the course of the weekend.
Yeah, what I want to see is people getting tired and choosing to stop racing, right? Like I don't want to make any artificial limits.
Exactly, man. And you know, one of the other things too is that if you qualify in the Friday AM session, guess what? You still want to go drive? Go drive. You're already qualified. You can just go throw a bunch of Hail Marys and test out new settings or learn different driving lines. You've already got your way in, man. You don't have to worry about it.
That's right.
And then, you know, the big question, well, what about those that can't show up until Saturday? Well, that's no big deal. If you raced on Friday, we're going to put you at the back of the field to start out with on Saturday to make sure those Saturday drivers get in first and get some laps in. But again, you can run every single session as you want to. So we're excited about that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a small change we're making this year, but I think it's going to have a really big impact.
No, I think you're right, man. And I think the other big thing too, a couple things to know, make sure you've got a helmet, SA 2015 or better. Doesn't matter if it's open face or closed face. We're cool with either one. And the other piece that we're going to look at for this, we're going to be bringing some helmets, OSS is. So if you don't have one and you need one, we're going to have a couple entry-level helmets on site for you guys to take care of to be able to purchase if need be. And the question we always get on the autocross, convertibles are allowed. You're fine. Here's a quick look at how the schedule is going to look. The other thing that we're changing this year is we're going to do track walks, but we're also going to take a few minutes to do parade laps prior to the autocross starting so people know the exact course they're going to go through.
Yeah, we're bringing back the parade laps.
Tim Gordon has been building the courses, and we've got the first course done. We're working on a second one now. And we'll go ahead and say, hey, Tim Gordon, Mike Draco on here. Tim said Road America scared the shit out of him. Mike Lee's telling you to get after it. Got a lot of people in here. Vanessa, so what's up? Tim says, we need to put an instructor in the car with you. Braden, what's up? Mike Abbott says you're next level, Joe. So, all right, we'll move on.
Where I'm starting from.
Yeah, man. So for the shootout, we're going to have 9 cars in the shootout. All cars are going to run with each other in the class, okay? So 9 cars in each class. There's going to be 2 laps. Your fastest clean lap counts. So if you go out, run, cone out, you go out and run your second lap, your second lap counts. It doesn't matter which, just your fastest clean lap. Round 1, the top 6 cars are going to move on to round 2. And in round 2, the top 3 cars will go to round 3, and then in round 3, the fastest car is declared the winner. Now, here's something we're adding for this year. There's going to be a final, right? The final round is all class winners are going to run against each other. There are going to be 3 laps. All laps are counted. A cone penalty is going to be 2 seconds. If you did not finish or miss a gate, that's going to be a 35-second penalty. And then we're going to add all that together. The fastest combined time is going to be the winner overall of the Camaro Fest autocross. And here's the thing, man. When you got 3 laps and you got to run 3 clean ones, all bets are off. That's where we see, you know, a potentially C1 class car beat the C4, C3 class car. So,
yeah, it's surprising.
Looks like you're getting ready to take it up next in the shoot, man. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go full screen to you.
Yeah, we're third. This is lap 3 out of 4.
All right, let me see if I can move this real quick. Trying to move this. There we go. All right, for those that are just tuning in, Joe is at Road America with the Ultimate Streetcar Association, running in the Operation Porsche 98 Camaro. Getting ready to take some more laps from here. a little feedback for you. Tim Gordon says patience after the slalom.
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
Tim's saying patience after the slalom.
Did you say patience?
Yeah. Tim's saying patience. Have a little patience after the slalom. We'll have him go ahead and add a little bit of follow-up just to clarify.
Yeah, I'm the most patient person I know.
So I will tell you this too. That last corner before you go through the lights, don't let off, man. You let off for a little bit there right before you cross the lights. Keep that thing to the hammer, man.
You know what that was? That was traction control.
Oh,
I forgot to shut it off.
Damn. The traction control getting you, bro.
Yeah, you know when you reach that next level when traction control starts fighting you. If it's not, you aren't even close to going fast enough.
Tim's saying the right turn up the hill's pushing you out a little bit. So
yeah, it did. I got to brake a little harder there.
Yeah, trust the car, man. Trust the brakes. Get in there, get out, make that turn. Remember, brake, lift, then turn. All right. So we're gonna.
All right, by the way.
What's that?
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you good, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Everybody else is probably turning their volume down because I'm yelling at them, but. All right, so
trying to leave the windows open as long as I can, but I'll shut them here.
You're good, buddy. You're good. So the other thing that we're bringing back this year for Camaro Fest is the Pro Class. We're calling it the best of the fest. All right, so we're going to include a couple things. You've got to run the HPDE. Now, if you can't make the HPDE, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's going to be a cumulative points. And so with the cumulative points, you're going to have to run everything, and then whoever has the most points wins. So we're going to make the HPDE kind of a bonus section that gives bonus points for folks, but it won't be the end-all be-all to running because, again, it's not timed. It's participation only.
And we should clarify at this point, the best of the fest, you're going to be eligible to compete in that class. It's a very unique competition, so that's going to be eligible for people who bought the all-in passes. So they get to do everything.
It's the all-in pass. And here's the other thing. For those that are in the all-in best of the fest class, they will not be grouped with the other classes C1 through 4 at the autocross. They're going to be in their own group, and it's run what you brung. There is no classing for pro. It's what you got's what you got.
That's right.
So you must complete one autocross session, whether it's Friday, AM, PM, or Saturday. And it's only the autocross times prior to the shootout that are going to count for this thing. Okay. So if you run, you run AM Friday and then you decide you didn't make the shootout, that's okay. Your times will still count, and it's a point total against other pro class participants. It's not shootout counted. You've got to make 3 passes at the drag strip during any test and tune or any index class if you also want to run an index class. The quickest pass is used for your points. So, you go run an 11.0 index, and even if you break out, I don't care. We just want your quickest time. So if you run a 10.89 and an 11.0 index, you break out, guess what? We're going to use that fastest time. And then we have a special, car show needs to get judged within the car show. And what we're going to do with this is we have a special format specifically for the pro class that doesn't follow the same format as the rest of the car show. Because these cars are going to be a little bit dirtier because they're going to be driven on the track. It's going to be harder to keep them clean, brake dust, track dust, you name it. So we've modified the car show judging category specifically for this class.
Yeah, we'll release that soon. It's going to be a lot simpler than the primary car show, score sheet. And cleanliness is not going to have quite as large a weight, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we kind of talked a little bit about this. We are going to modify the points here. It's not going to be a 50-point spread for running the HPDE or not. We're going to change this a little bit. You only need to do one full session. All right, so we'll make this change, and then we'll post that up and publish it. But you got to run that. Autocross, separate from the rest of the field, you will operate as your own class. So it'll be like C1 through 4 plus pro. And then the point breakdown is going to be accurate for how we're going to break those points down. Shootout times are not going to be considered with this. And then drag racing, 3 passes. You operate as your own class. Again, you can run an index class if you want or whatever. We just want your 3 slips, and we're going to use your fastest one. And it has to be prior to the Saturday afternoon shootout. So anytime during the weekend, you can go do this.
We're getting ready for last 4 and final.
All right, final round.
And traction controls off.
There we go. Good run, brother. Good run.
That was clean.
Was that your last run?
That's it.
Dude, that's badass, bro.
Yeah, now the challenge is going to be getting back out of here. I'm not sure. Oh, here we are.
David Friend asks if we can share the info. Yes, we definitely can. We're going to post this up to the Camaro Fest page, the Camaro Fest group, and the Operational Speed Supply page as well, David. We'll get it all up for you.
What happened to the door? Hey, we're on camera.
Was that Jason?
What's that?
Was that Jason at the door?
No, that was my dad.
Oh.
Yeah, let me switch this around so you can see me. Oops, wrong one. No, text and drive, kids. Okay, there we go. You hear me all right?
Yeah, I got you.
You're gonna get a. You want to see my face, or you want to see what the inside of Road America looks like?
Hey, man. You know what? Let's see what the inside of Road America looks like. We'll see your face in a minute.
It's beautiful, man. It's literally driving through the woods. Behind a busted up Impala.
Hey, man, don't be hating on those Impalas.
No, I know 3 people with Impalas that will not die. You're one of them.
Well, I mean, I sold it. It went and ran 1 lap of America, and it's still living. It's up near you now.
So, in order to get to this kart track, just for people watching, by the way, that was not Road America. That was the kart track that the USCA, man, I don't know how they did it, but they got us to go out there while they're doing a national competition. There were like 200 karts and 200 kids and adults and people driving those things.
That's
they
awesome,
finished for the day, so we got a chance to go out there with the big boy cars.
That's freaking cool.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm missing that car.
It's a riot. This is like back. Look at this. This looks like I'm in a national park. This is Road America.
Dude, that's awesome, dude. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up. Let's see.
Yeah, keep on going.
Live timing here. So that last lap, your fastest laps is 46.3, brother.
I hope that's good.
So right now you're sitting 11th in class. Jason Rollison's a little bit ahead of you with a 45.2.
Okay.
So we got a little bit of work to do. Have you done the other autocross course yet?
What's that?
Was there 2 autocross courses for today or just
Yeah,
one?
so this is different from the other USA events. They added this as a second autocross, and they warned us very strictly not to go off because otherwise they DNF us. So I was taking it easy on that one. But we've got the real autocross with the cones and such happening. When is that happening? Tomorrow.
Okay. So road course in the morning, and then autocross, and then road course in the afternoon. Is that how it's looking?
Yes.
Nice.
So somehow we're on Road America now. I think maybe we went out for a parade lap by accident.
Hey man, that's okay. We're showing everybody this is Road America, man. Walk us through your orientation laps when you were out here, brother.
Well, this is the beginning of the main straight here, so generally you keep it center or left, and you're full throttle through here. This is the picturesque part of Road America that everybody knows from the video games.
That's awesome, dude.
So there's a main straight off to the right to the pits. I definitely think while I was talking to you, I took a wrong turn.
Hey man, it's all good. Everyone's seeing these you're getting these parade laps in, dude.
Yeah. Unless somebody yells at me, I guess we're good, right?
Yeah, man.
So on the back side of this straight, some of the 6th-gen ZL1s, they're getting to be almost 165, 170 miles an hour back, right about here. Before you stomp on the brakes here at the board marker here, 500, 400. I don't think we're quite there. We don't have that kind of horsepower, but easily the fastest place this car's ever been.
Where what are you hitting? What gear? What are you getting into 5th gear?
Oh, multiple times.
So you're hitting 5th gear now. So 5th gear in that thing, you're pushing about 145, 150.
Yeah, and it's wild, man. Like, you look at all the aerodynamic stuff they've done to the newer cars. You kind of forget with the 4th gen, they did that too, and it might not have been quite as good, but this thing is stable.
Yeah, man, that's the one thing I noticed at NOLA, dude. NOLA, I was getting well into 5th gear on the front straight, and it doesn't float. It doesn't feel crazy. Like I was wondering that because we didn't put hood vents in it, and I was worried it was going to get light in the front, but it does not feel that at all.
No, it doesn't.
Now, I mean, Aero is going to make an improvement, obviously, but that car surprisingly does well without it.
Yeah, it really does. I don't know if you guys can see the bridge up ahead, but I think that's where I was supposed to go. There goes Jason.
Did you participate in the cheese parade yesterday?
I did not. No, we didn't make it to the cheese parade, but we headed home right before they were going out for it. And the main drag in town, man, they were lined up. Like, people would have their chairs and tents in their driveways and stuff. And it's a thing around here, man. This is the cheese capital of the world.
Man, it ain't easy being cheesy.
No, sir.
Dude, that's
so
awesome.
We're gonna get off here. This is the main exit for your session.
Oh, is that a track off right there?
Yeah, this is track off. Now, if you have any issues, you get black flagged or something, they have you go into pit row. But this is the exit for your the final exit for your session. They're controlling traffic, so there's not too much like cross stuff going on.
Dude, that's good, man.
Yeah, so this parking lot you see up ahead here, this is where the autocross is going to be tomorrow.
Okay.
Anyways, let me flip back to me, and we can keep talking Camaro Fest.
Yeah, man.
I know where I am now. We won't get lost.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to post. Let me share this thing again. There we go. All right. So we talked the car show a little bit. Car show is judged as if you're entering the car. It must be judged. And there's the pro class that's going to simplify that scorecard. We're going to provide that. All right. So what we've got is on the schedule, right? So the USPD is Thursday. Drag racing is Friday AM or PM during practice runs. Camaro Cross is going to be Friday and Saturday, and then shootout Saturday afternoon. And car show done anytime before Saturday PM. Now, this schedule we posted right here, this is like when you have to be done by. This isn't like this is when you're going to do it. This is like the deadline. And that's what we got total. So we're going to run through some questions. We had Ryan Wilhelm ask, if you don't run the all-in racer, you can't run the pro class. No, Ryan, that's the case this year. We're trying to promote, we want to get everybody out there and run everything. And so this year, the pro class is going to be the all-in racers. So you got to run the all-in and get the road course laps in to be part of it, and be able to run that. But
if you do get an all-in racer pass, and for whatever reason you don't want to do that class, I mean, you can opt out. But
yes, that's true.
You do need to get the pass in order to participate on that road course and everything else.
And so that's kind of what we're looking at with that. We're excited about this, man, because we're going to see a lot of cars out there really pushing themselves, and people don't realize how much effort it takes to get a car that can reliably handle all of that racing in one weekend. And that's what we see with USCA, and what we've seen with USCA, is that there's a lot of work that goes into keeping a car on its four wheels with no problems for autocross, speed stop, road course, plus a drive into town.
Well, that's, I think, why we did this. We're doing Camaro Fest as well with this car, and we built it, it says Camaro Fest on it. But these guys here, they do this 8 times a year, and it was a really good opportunity to keep trying different stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing about, a lot of what we're doing with this car is just showcasing you can have a very well done street car. Like, people don't realize that cage in the back's a prefabricated cage. They come as a bolt-in option. You can weld it in as well if you want to make it a little bit safer, but it is a bolt-in cage, and it meets a lot of minimum requirements for SCCA classes for road course work. Now, you're not going to go run max in that thing, but you can run some of the slower, lower tiered classes with that. And it's definitely, one of those builds that it's all encompassing build. Ryan asks, are there still spots open in the all-in racer for the track? You're muted, buddy. There we go. Oh, you've muted. I can't unmute your mic. Joe, you got me? You are muted, brother man. Man, we got them technical difficulties. All right, Mike Lee answered that question for Ryan. There's Jason. We're trying to get Joe's camera. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
There we go. We got you. All right, so Ryan.
Yes, sir.
Dude, post-race garage beer. That's the way to do it. Jason, what's going on, buddy?
Cheers, baby.
Cheers. You know what's funny about this? I'm looking at the times right now, and Joe got you pretty good on the speed stuff, but you got him on the autocross, man.
Yeah. And we were neck and neck in the road course.
Dude, I can dig it, man. That's badass.
So yeah, no, I don't know what issue I wasn't having an issue with the car or anything like that. I was just not doing well on the speed stop, and being a second from the guys in first, that's how tight the group was. I couldn't believe it. So it's a tight, tough GT class, and I'm having the best time of my life right now.
Dude, that's good, man. Blake French asks if Jason installed the driver mod yet.
No, we're waiting for OSS to put that on a special for me. Maybe 4th of July special, I'll get one of them. But no ice mode. So good. That's good.
So, well, OSS is going to put that on at Camaro Fest. We're going to have coaching and instruction all weekend long, everything from the HPDE to the autocross. So,
yeah, it'll be a good opportunity. I mean, we've always said the Camaro Fest is a good place for guys with these cars that maybe have never done this before. And the reason we say that is because we know you're there. Like we're not gonna attack you. Thanks, Tim. We're
I
not.
think he was talking to me. Yeah.
We're,
He's right.
he only saw my line.
Oh.
no,
Yeah.
he saw the overhead of the speed stop.
Oh,
but yeah, even off of what Joe was saying, even someone who is experienced, you will take away something. I'm looking forward to coming to Camaro Fest and getting that, getting someone else's take and seeing some small mistakes I'm making. It's gonna be great for the future.
100%, man. And that's one thing, Camaro Fest, like Joe's kind of talking, it's a good beginner place to come because it's really relaxed. We're not sitting there trying to go, 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 go. We want as many runs as you can possibly get. The HPDE, I mean, if you want to, you can run up to dang near 6 sessions in a day.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna burn a set of tires and brake pads in one day if you want to. There's instructors there. We can get you all dialed in and help you with that. We're going to be there with trackside support as well. So if you for a beginner that goes out there and they get some confidence in them, they realize, hey, we need a little bit better pad or we need better fluid. We're going to have all that there for you to be able to do. So that's going to be something that we're trying to really push. We'll be there to help teach you. And we're doing the same thing with the autocross. Tim Gordon's going to be there doing a lot of photography and everything. But when he's not doing photography, we're going to be at the track and we're going to be doing some coaching and getting people, some education on how to cut a better line and how to get faster. At the end of the day, the one thing we want is people to have fun and be like, man, this was a blast. I can't wait to go to my next one. Whether it's, getting involved in local stuff or getting back out on the track with us again next year.
Well, yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to some Timmy time.
Timmy. So it's going to be good, man. It's going to definitely be a good time. We're pretty pumped up about it. We do have how many spots are left open for the HPDE on Thursday for the All In?
I actually just looked at that this morning. There are 23 spots left as of this morning. I haven't checked to see if any more have filled up since then, but it's going to fill up quick. If you're thinking about it, get in now. I have to have that locked up probably a week before we get there because I've got to class everybody and make your envelopes and get your stickers and stuff. So we will close the pre-sales for that all-in pass and for the NC. There's a separate NCM road course pass if maybe you don't want to do drag racing or something like that. But those are going to get closed up probably in about 2 or 3 weeks here. So if you're thinking about it, hop on now.
And how much is an all-in pass for the weekend?
The all-in pass is $375. That gets you three days of racing. That's it.
It's $375 for an HPDE plus 2 days in autocross and drag racing if you choose.
And drag racing if you choose. I mean, I'm not competing or talking any crap. We're here at USCA, right? This was a $500 event for a 3-day race. It's a bargain. Camaro Fest is a really good price point for what you're getting. It's the NCM road course is one of the country's best tracks. I'm not making that up. It's new, and they stitched together some of the best turns from all over the world. So the you just texted from me. So anyways, you're getting an awesome road course all day long, like you said, up to 6 sessions. We've got a classroom instructor there for the beginners. We got an advanced group for the guys that want to go nuts. We've got drag racing and autocross, 2 full days of that. We've got a car show. There's going to be vendors. You're probably going to see close to 500-600 Camaros there, Firebirds. Corvettes are welcome. If you know somebody, you got a friend or whatever. We're not car-sist. I mean, we are kind of. Like, if it's not a Chevy, I'm not that interested. But bring your stuff,
Well, the thing is like, if it's not a Camaro or a Firebird, you can run, you can have fun. You're just not going to be eligible for trophies.
Yeah, and we've had that before. I joke around, but we've had Challengers. We've had there were a few Mustangs came out. You can't choose your friends all the time, right? So
look at Jason sitting right next to you.
I didn't lock the door fast enough.
Sorry, guys, y'all are stuck with me.
So Tim asks if you want to do the show only, do you get a show pass and a spectator pass, or how do you do that?
That's correct. Yeah. So the show is an extra charge. We've got to get a whole slew of awards and all the signage and stuff to get you to the show. So you get a spectator pass to get into the venue, and then you get a car show pass if you want your car. This is important. Judged in the car show. If you just want to, I just burped garage beer. That's really professional. if you want to,
we keep it real up here.
Yeah, right. If you're coming to Camaro Fest and you just want to park next to 100 Camaros and show off your stuff, and you don't need a judge trophy, your car, you don't take toothbrushes to the headlights. I get it. There's a lot of people like that. You don't need the car show pass. But if you want to be eligible for one of those categories, best of show, best paint, best engine bay, whatever you're going after, that you're going to need that extra $20 or I think it's $20 car show pass. That's a good question.
And there's a lot of classes for that too. I mean, we got themed cars and stuff like that. I mean, that's the one thing I've noticed. Like, and it's interesting. I've never seen it quite as extensively as I have at Camaro Fest. Dude, there's like Marvel Comics themed cars.
Yeah.
There's Harley Quinn themed cars. Like, you name it, it's there. And these things are not like, oh, they slap some stickers on it. We're talking airbrush work. We're talking like complete
full interior like replacements.
Oh, man.
It's incredible.
Unbelievable amount of work that's been put into these cars. So I'd say do it. Tyler says he doesn't want to hurt the Camaros of the Colorado. And I'm like, Tyler, bring it out anyway.
Can I tell you how many people would want to see that Colorado race? So I don't know. I probably got it on camera somewhere. I took my Colorado around the autocross 3 years ago backwards. And I'm not naming any names, but I tied with the slowest Camaro time that day.
So I'm just saying, Tyler, come on out, buddy. Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's gonna be a baller. And then you can hang out with guys like Jason, myself, Joe, Tim, the whole crew, Braden. We got the whole crew. It's gonna be there, man. It's gonna be absolutely epic. So we are going to post all these slides up that we talked about. Joe, what else do you want to talk about? Like drag racing. Let's talk drag racing for a second. I know most of our folks here are probably autocross types, road course types. We got quite a few people watching from the Camaro Fest page. What can you tell them about Camaro Fest drag racing this year?
The drag racing, we're going to do the index classes. So there'll be a few other I'm going to be real. I don't, off the top of my head in the car here, I don't have the list of classes. But we're going to have index classes. A lot of times we get the question of, will there be a 9.0 class? And we are bringing that back this year. So if you're running some quick times, but you don't want to be an unlimited, you've got the 9.0 option. And it's a fully prepped track, man. So drag racing is going to be good.
Tim Gordon, I am going to put an old fish. I'm going to open a can of tuna fish and put it underneath your seat in your car on a hot day.
Oh, Timmy. I miss Timmy.
So
didn't say drag show. That's at night.
So
at another hotel.
That's when the locals show up and we all get into our dresses to scare them away.
We've got so I do know there's a stock bottom in class. There's an unlimited class. Barry Cook has been barking up a tree because he took second last year in his Firebird, and it was probably the most epic final you could ever have. You had a second gen Camaro with a 632 big block, all motor, freaking fat tire car. And then you had Barry Cook in a fourth gen Firebird with a big giant turbo LS running 275 radials. And I think he got Barry by I think he ran an 829 to Barry's 839. Like, it was close. Unlimited class, all motor, turbo build. I mean, it was cool. That was a badass end. So Mike Lee, stock bottom end, unlimited, and bracket racing in addition to the index. So
thank you, Mike. I didn't have it in front of me.
All right. So Tyler asks, as a spectator or a newbie, what are the big things to make sure you see or do?
That's a good question. So we race, right? And we've talked about the racing. You should come and see that. However, The host hotel is the Holiday Inn Bowling Green, Holiday Inn Express Bowling Green University Plaza. I think there's only 2 Holiday Inns in the town, and ours is near the airport. At night, we fill that. There's a convention center right next to it. This is one of my favorite parts of Camaro Fest. There's a parking lot off the convention center that holds somewhere around 350 cars. We fill it up, and Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, there are LED lights. There's music playing. We're hiring a DJ for Friday, so that's going to be a good time. There's food from the hotel. Sometimes the ice cream food truck shows up. People are enjoying themselves, and it's an unbelievable riot. I'm telling you, if you're like okay, you get to the track, everybody leaves like 5-6 o'clock. You're thinking, all right, the day's done. Come to the host hotel. You don't have to be staying there to visit. There's additional parking if you're not there for the hotel, but what a blast that is. So don't miss that. I would encourage you to do that. The other thing is Sunday, a lot of people go home, and that's cool, but I'm working up a tour with Brian Tooley Racing, and we're going to go on a bourbon cruise to the Bardstown Bourbon Company that's right across the highway from Brian Tooley. Every Sunday we do a bourbon cruise. It's Kentucky, right? Like, why wouldn't you? And you can set up, if you want ahead of time, you can set up tours or do whatever you want to do at this distillery. But that's a cool thing too. If you can stay through Sunday, we usually meet at the Corvette Museum track at 10:30, and then we all cruise up together. It's like 90 to 100 some cars, taking the back roads and the highways to whatever distillery we pick. And then we end up there, and then people kind of break off from there. Some come back to the hotel, some go home. But that's a good time too. So that might not be on people's radar if you're new.
That's awesome, man. And the big thing is this event started out as Camaro Fest, and it's morphed from there. It started out as Camaro 5 Fest.
That's right.
And it has now morphed in, this new Camaro, Camaro 5 and 6, and now it's all Camaros and F bodies. It is everything. Yep. It is all GM F bodies that were ever produced, and you're seeing a lot more now. We're seeing a lot of second gens, some first gens. You got third gens, fourth gens, all included with the fifth and sixth gens. And here's what's nuts is that when you see these cars on track, it's not always the fifth and sixth gens that are absolutely destroying everybody, man. I mean, Sean Aldinger took home the prize last year, and he's in a first gen Camaro, a very well built one, and it's a beast of a car. So,
and there's the show aspect too. I mean, there are some gorgeous original F bodies, and I'm telling you, they would not. I want to say they wouldn't have a hard time, but they would show very well versus what we got from the new cars. I also should mention Mike Lee's poking me digitally here. We meet at the Corvette Museum, not the road course track. I misspoke for the bourbon cruise.
Dude, Mike Lee's gonna friggin' give you the smack.
Oh, if it wasn't for him, man. After all, I'm only ever his helper.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, good stuff, man. Well, guys, I know you got some chill time to go to, some garage beers to be had. But Joe, thanks for the rides, man. That was absolutely awesome. Jason, we need to get a live feed for you at some point and get some rides with you.
Yeah,
and pick your driving too.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Well, good.
If anybody has any questions out there that we didn't cover, info@camarofans.com. That's our email address. You can send us a question. You could drop a line on Messenger on our Facebook page. However you want to reach us, we'll get back to you within at least a day. We're checking it pretty regularly. And we'll see you out there.
Heck yeah, man. Well, on that note, you guys be safe, have some fun. We can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. And yes, exactly. But you guys take it easy, and we'll talk soon. All right, guys?
All right,
guys. Later.
Thanks, Josh.